Okay guys, we are going to start today with the calves because today is going to be a leg workout with Tom, one of my coaching clients. You saw him last time at the back workout. And we are going to be starting with this calf raise on the sit machine. And we're going to use a special technique to make it a little more comfortable for a big bodybuilder. So let me show you right now. You can use these things to actually hold on to this barbell a whole lot easier. Shoulder mobility is something that's very limited for most bodybuilders. So if you want to make it easier, all you have to do, and these are, by the way, 8 hook straps. Just put them around here, just like this. And then you can hold it on to here. And that's why I attached these to the sit machine. So you don't have to actually rack it out. You can just do the calf raise just like this. So let's get started on the first warm up. By the way guys, any moment now, a new machine will be arriving at the gym. So we're waiting on that while we're doing some calves. And we're gonna put it in the right place in this gym to increase the amount of variety in this gym we can do in terms of movements. So it's gonna be a pec deck, which of course you can do flies, but also reverse flies for the rear delts and even more movements. So you'll see that very soon. All the way from Frankfurt. Yeah, I have smaller ones in the gym, but that's a much better one. Hey, let me know if you need any help. Let me know, because then we'll do we're training legs right now. Oh, yeah. So once you need someone, let me know, right? Oh, yeah, let's put it here for now. I'll ask her later where she wants it. This is okay. Yeah. Yep. Your way? All right. Yes, thanks. Oh. All right. Yeah, this is, well, you know the brand ATX, right?
Yeah, it's a German brand.
Yeah. So they do both the CrossFit, but also the bodybuilding combination. So for example, this rack, I have a collaboration with them because I talked to them and we wanted kind of the combination between high quality equipment for both CrossFit and bodybuilding. So this can also be seen as a giant power rack, for example. It can do bench press, squats, deadlifts, anything you want basically. But, and that's really the bodybuilding corner also in there and on top of there. And very soon, hopefully, we will have a location that's around 2 to 2.5 times as big as this. Wow. Because then we can do a lot more with also an entire extra level on top. Yeah. So that's the goal for the next gym. But for now, we really want to maximize what we can do here. And you know, since the pec deck is a very popular machine.
Yeah, combo machine.
Yeah. At first I wanted the T-bar row, but I thought, well, it's nice for me, but is it also popular among regular people, you know?
People, yeah.
And I think the pec deck is very easy to do, so that's a nice addition. Yeah. But later on, there's going to be space for a lot more machines.
I will be, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Now, as you can see, the very deep range of motion, and that is very important for the calves because when you walk, they go through a limited range of motion and they lift up your body weight. So they're already used to that, but when you see this range of motion, you bring the calves into uncharted territory, which makes them grow. And when they go through a full range of motion, they will be stretched and contracted differently, which causes the calves to grow. Right, it is time for the laying leg curl, one of my favorites, and honestly also the only true laying leg curl or leg curl in general you can do here in this gym. But it has a very good stretch as opposed to most laying leg curls. You can really go deep here, so it's almost comparable to the seated leg curl. So let's do this. The next one will be the belt squat. That's going to be the first compound. So the quads and the knees are now involved under stress. So now we're going to wear some knee sleeves and weightlifting shoes in order to increase the stretch in the quads without actually putting more pressure on the knees, and that is the goal. And of course we're going to do a couple of warm-ups here, because in the end a compound can be done quite heavily and you want to warm up properly for this. So we're going to start with 25 kilos aside and then ramp it up every single set until we inevitably reach the working set. See that Tom is also a tall bodybuilder, and he of course already has great ankle flexibility, but you can see he can go all the way down, great range of motion, even with his back pretty much straight, which is one of the biggest benefits of this ATX belt squat. So a lot of people ask me about rest times in between sets. So I just did my first working set and I feel relatively good, but I can tell that my heart rate is still up because I can feel my breathing is still quite severe. And when that happens, you will limit yourself during the next working set if you go right again. So you might not feel anything in your legs, but if your stamina is behind, you will feel a couple of reps short because you don't have enough oxygen to deliver to the muscles. Lactic acid will be created sooner, and then you won't be able to do as many reps as you could. So this is one of the only movements there is, in my opinion. The only thing I feel is right now the glutes, the legs, the quads, and the hamstrings without any lower back impingement, stress, pump, nothing. So any guys who suffer from lower back pumps, the belt squat is the only movement, in my opinion, you should do, because all the others put tension on the back, and this put tension around the hips below the lower back, so there can't be tension on the lower back. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, now we did a little warm up at the belt squat, and it's time for the hack squat. So it's a squat, but as I mentioned, now the pressure comes on the back, but because we did a belt squat, the legs are fatigued already, so the weight doesn't have to be that high. Warm up first and then move straight to the working set, maybe after 2 warm-ups. So let's do this. As you can see, this hack squat is reversed banded, which means the deeper you go, the less stress there will be on your lower back and the knees. And so you really can focus on the quad tension and not as much on the other part of the body, which you don't want to feel while doing this movement. This is the kind of depth you want, guys. Stretch of the quad, which is causing that quad sweep to be there, which is exactly why I'm doing it like that as well. Come up. Mooi man. Come up. Goeie. That's the reps. Sometimes you can use 20% less weight to do more reps, but I like to, on the second exercise, sometimes stick to 2 reps of the same, 2 sets of the same weight, because then I can keep the tension on the quad as high as possible without letting oxygen be the limiting factor in more reps. So let's do this. Okay guys, the last movement of the day, and it's always very nice to do a leg extension because normally you would know you would still have to do calves, but we already did calves. So knowing that this is the last movement, you can really give it your all and then be finished with the day. So let's go. Okay guys, that was the intense leg workout. Starting with the calves and then isolation for the hamstrings, 2 heavy compounds, and finishing with an isolation is pretty much all you need for great developed legs. And don't forget to follow Tom. His Instagram is down below. He will be featuring on his channel more and more. And if you have any questions for him, let me know down below. And maybe next time we'll do a very short Q&A to get to know him even better. Because as I said, you'll see him around quite a lot more, and especially in the future when he will win his pro card. And right now it's time for the post-workout shake, so let's go and drink that right now.
Alrighty guys, and now is a couple of days later, here in the kitchen. And why am I in the kitchen? Because I still have to tell you about the shake. So right now, well actually Stefan usually provides the post-workout meal as cornflakes, 100 grams post-workout, but I choose for a cream of rice shake with 40 grams of isolate, and that's it. So the pre-workout is 80 grams of cream of rice, half a banana, and 40 grams of isolate, and post-workout 100 grams of cream of rice and 40 grams of isolate. And that's it guys. So I take that around the workout to provide the amino acids, the protein, the carbs to first of all get some blood in the muscle, and at the same time after the workout recover from the workout as fast as possible. And yeah, that was an amazing workout, guys. I really want to thank you a whole lot for watching. A lot more footage is coming to the channel, and don't forget to stay